Hey, welcome back. We have been on quite the adventure together, haven't we? Diving into this whole world of artificial intelligence. So now I think it's the perfect time to just take a breath and look back. We're going to go over all the big ideas, the most important things you've learned, so you can walk away from this feeling really confident.
Honestly, you've learned so much. Think of this as our own little highlight reel. We've covered some really valuable stuff, and I just want to make sure the most important bits really sink in. So let's do a quick recap of the highlights. You and me.
Okay, so first things first, we started right at square one, didn't we? We asked that big question, what is artificial intelligence anyway? And you learned how to cut through all that confusing tech talk and, the crazy stuff you see in movies to get to what it's really all about. And it all came down to this really simple but powerful idea. Do you remember? AI isn't some kind of magic. It's just a tool, a really smart tool, but a tool nonetheless. Kind of like how a calculator is a tool for math. Well, AI is a tool for tasks that would normally need a person to think them through. That was the key, right? It's about doing things, not thinking like a human. And then we got really practical. We talked about what AI is actually good at, and maybe more importantly, what it's not so good at. You learned that it's fantastic at things like spotting patterns and tons of information, but it has no way of understanding feelings or using good old-fashioned common sense. And knowing that difference is absolutely crucial, isn't it? It tells us when we can lean on technology and when we absolutely have to trust our own gut. And we didn't just stop there. We dug into how these machines actually learn. Remember we talked about machine learning? I loved that analogy we used, that it's a lot like teaching a little kid. You just keep showing it examples over and over, like this is a bird, this is also a bird, until it starts to see the pattern. And then bam, it can spot a bird it's never seen before. It all comes down to practice, practice, practice. So once we had the basics down, we had a bit of a light bulb moment. We realized this AI stuff isn't something from a sci-fi movie set in the future. Oh no. You learned that it's already here, right now, working away behind the scenes in so many parts of our lives. I mean, just think about your day. When you ask Siri or Alexa for the weather, that's AI. When your TV suggests a new show you might like, that's AI too. Or how about your email knowing what's junk and what isn't? You got it. The amazing thing we discovered is that you were already using AI all the time, maybe without even thinking about it. And now you know what's making all that magic happen. But we saw that it's so much more than just convenience. We looked at the doctor's office, and wow, you saw how AI is becoming this incredible assistant for our healthcare providers. It's helping them read things like x-rays with a second set of eyes, keeping track of our health with our watches, and even helping researchers find new medicines quicker. It's not replacing doctors, it's just a powerful tool to help them do their jobs even better. Then we turned to our finances, and we found out AI is kind of like a 24/7 security guard for your money. You learn that it's the thing that's constantly watching your bank account for anything suspicious, ready to flag potential fraud. It's also that chatbot that pops up to answer a quick question, or even how some folks are getting help with their investments these days. Okay, now we're getting to what I think is maybe the most important thing we covered. Because all this knowledge, well, it's not just for trivia night. It's your armor. It's your shield. You learned how to take everything we talked about and use it to keep yourself safe out there, to walk through the digital world feeling confident and in control. Because, let's be honest, we didn't just focus on the good stuff. We had to look at the other side of the coin. The unfortunate truth is that scammers are using this technology too, so we spent a lot of time learning how to spot their tricks before they can cause any harm. We talked about that really scary one, right? The voice cloning scam, where you get a call and it sounds exactly like a grandchild or a loved one in trouble, but you learned the simple, foolproof way to beat it. What was it? Just hang up, and then you call them back on the number you know is theirs. That one simple step completely shuts the scam down. And what about those fake videos, the deep fakes? It's so easy to be fooled when you see someone you trust, maybe a news anchor or a celebrity, talking about some amazing secret investment. But you know better now. You know to be skeptical, and you learned the golden rule. If anyone in any video is asking you for money, you go to their official website or an official source. You never, ever trust a link from a random video. And of course, we can't forget about those pesky scam emails. We learned that AI is making them look so much more real without the spelling mistakes we used to look for. But you also learned the one simple habit that beats them every single time. Don't click the link in the email. Just don't do it. Instead, you open up a new window and type in the company's website yourself. So simple,
and so effective. So we boiled all that down into this handy little safety checklist. This is your go-to guide. The big ideas, remember? Always double check if someone says they need money urgently. Be super wary if they ask for payment in gift cards or wire transfers. That's a huge red flag. And you learned about that wonderful idea of a family code word, just for that extra peace of mind. But maybe the biggest one of all, trust your gut. If something feels off, it probably is.
And it wasn't just about avoiding scams. It was about taking back control of your privacy. You learned that you're in the driver's seat. You have the power to check the privacy settings on your phone's apps, to think twice before you share something on social media, and to use good, strong passwords. It's all about being mindful and making smart choices about your information. All right, and before we wrap up, I just need to share this with you. This tutorial from Virtualization Options LLC offers general information on artificial intelligence, especially in how it is relevant to older adults.
So there you have it. That's our journey. You came into this with some questions, and now you have answers. You have tools. And I hope you have a real sense of confidence. You get what AI is, you can spot it all around you, and most importantly, you know the simple steps to stay safe. So the big question now, well, it isn't for me anymore. It's for you. How are you going to use everything you've learned? Thanks so much for coming on this journey with me.